Appreciate the opportunity to share with you.
Absolutely. Okay, now we're going to get to our citizens. Obviously, we have a number of individuals who want to speak. We only have 15 minutes. It's the chair's prerogative. I'm going to double that. Even though we have a lot to do on our agenda, we're going to get to you as quickly as we can. Please be respectful, state what you want to state, stay within the 3 minutes so we can get everybody who wants to speak. We're going to begin with Kate Yarborough.
Hi, I'm Cade Yarborough, Chair of the Defusky Island Council. Tonight, we're asking you to cancel the Low Country contract and put it back up for bid. All of our folks have been struggling all year with this old party boat that constantly breaks down, and we're getting word that there's another one on the way. Neither is designed to be a ferry vessel. The bottom line is that Low Country has refused or is unable to meet important contract requirements, including accommodating people with disabilities, safety standards, and a working climate control system. Quite simply, it's a failure of performance. I have handed out a petition that makes a case for cancellation of the contract. Over 325 signatures were collected in person and online in 4 days, which is pretty remarkable for such a small island. Now it's finally time to make a decision to decide whether you will support our community or instead choose the Low Country ferry owner. I've heard that someone should be judged for who they fight for. Tonight, on behalf of the Defusky Island community, we ask for you to fight for us. Thank you.
Freddie Grant.
Just hand him the mic.
Yeah, I think you.
Just
I
hand him the
don't think you
microphone.
can. It can't go that
It
far.
won't go that far.
Have to get it forward.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, Kowski. My name is Freddie Grant Jr. I'm a native to the Defusky Island. And I'm here to ask y'all to drop that ferry contract because it's not honoring the disability and the handicap for the island people. And as you see, you got me on that photo walking down, like a football field dock. And I almost fell the other day. Like, we done had one incident already. A guy fell off the dock, off the boat into the water. I almost fell last week, but I was quickly glad hold to the handle. So I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just want to ask y'all to please, drop that ferry contract and put up for bid again. That ferry, we're not asking for a Cadillac ferry. We're asking for a safe ferry. They get us off and on that ferry and get us off the island and back to the mainland. That's all we ask. This ferry here, Low Country Ferry, it's not the one for us. So thank you, and thank you for helping me.
Eddie Pennybaker.
Thank you for this opportunity to speak. My name's Eddie Pennybaker. My wife Julie and I have been full-time Defusky Island residents for the past 7 years. I'm the only licensed electrician on the island that lives on the island full-time, and with this occupation, I have met and or done work in the homes of many of my neighbors. I can say without a doubt that they are some of the most honest, hardworking, and genuine people that I have ever met. It is for them that I am pleading with you for help. I continually read and hear, but we have to abide by a contract. The last time I checked, the word contract means an agreement between two parties. I assume that Beaufort County has kept up their part of the deal by paying the prescribed money to the operator. Unlike the operator, who has not kept up their side of the contract, as the county has had to issue their own letter of non-compliance. The county seems to be more interested in the success of a business venture that benefits one family at the expense of many islanders' health and well-being. I have to ask, are you so concerned about potential litigation that you choose to ignore our pleas for help? I assume that situations like these are why the county employs a full-time legal team. As you know, the South Carolina Disability Rights Group has also threatened litigation as well if this very issue cannot be solved at mediation. When I look at you council persons and Mr. Administrator tonight, I really want to believe that in your heart, you know what the right thing to do is. But it will take courage to do it. The same type of courage that Freddie Grant displays every day fighting excruciating knee pain but continues to work, splitting wood, cooking oyster roasts, and mowing and weed eating at people's homes. The last thing he needs is a challenge to get on a boat. Courage, like that of 78-year-old Phil Sams, who had to endure an 89-degree boat cabin last week due to a continually malfunctioning air condition. He had returned from medical appointments as he battles several types of cancer. Courage, like that of Miss Ethel May Wiley, who buried her 84-year-old husband Franklin this past weekend. 8 months ago in our town hall meeting with Mr. Lawson, she bravely stood up and pleaded in a cracking voice, "All we want is a safe and reliable boat so we can get some groceries and make our doctor's appointments." Mark, that tore my heart right out. Did it affect you in that way as well? In closing, I am hoping you will all find the courage to do the right thing and void this contract and reissue a new RFP. We have been assured that there are several interested parties that are ready to step up and provide the necessary boats and personnel for a new service. Thank you.
Yvonne Wilson.
Hello, Councilman. And with County Council. My name's Yvonne Wilson. I've been here before to talk to you about many things concerning Defusky. And now I'm pleading with you as my other family members, asking you to please consider our needs on Defusky for a change, and and cancel that boat system. For one thing, like Freddie said, getting on and off that boat is hazardous. You have to buckle your head down in order for you to get on the boat. In order to get off, they got a ramp that, slips and go around whenever a small boat pass by. And when you're in the water, traveling in that boat, sometimes they have air conditioning, like they say, and sometimes they don't. But we have no choice. We have to ride that boat. That's the only way we can get food to eat. That's the only way we can go to the doctors. As for me, that's the only way I can get on and off the island. Okay, so we need that. We need a boat, a reliable boat to be there for us. And I thank you for listening to me, and I hope you do the right thing like Eddie said. Thank you.
Pam Cobb. Pam Cobb.
Hi, my name is Pam Cobb. My husband Brian and I have lived on Defusky for a little over 8 years. We have a small business on Defusky that has been in operation for almost 7 years. The residents of Defusky who ride the current boat, we are not wealthy people at all. We are working people. We are retired people. We are people who live on limited incomes. We are people with disabilities. Some of those disabilities you can see, like Freddie Grant. Some of the disabilities you cannot see. But we are extremely dependent on a boat that is safe, that has adequate heating and air. You have a picture of, I think, Phil Sams, who Eddie spoke of. I was on the boat with him that day when he was coming back from treatment. He is in his 80s. He has 2 types of cancer and early onset dementia. He was hunched over on the boat because it was 89 degrees in there. He is also the same individual that was on the boat, the open air boat in January when it was one of the coldest days we had, who burned his britches, and also his dog's tail got burnt. If y'all think that this is an acceptable boat, please put yourself in our shoes. Put your parents in Phil Sams or Freddie Grant or some of the other people on the island's shoes and think, how is this acceptable for us? Do not think about one family, the Turner family, because I can tell you right now, they do not think about us. We have met with them on numerous occasions, and they have done nothing but give us grief. They have videotaped us. They have a gentleman who is currently employed by them who trolls several of us on social media. He is somebody that we're supposed to feel safe with on this boat, that's supposed to take care of us in case of an emergency, but yet he calls us out on social media, not just myself, but several other residents of Defusky. This is unacceptable. Please cancel this contract. Please, again, put yourself in our shoes. Put your family members in our shoes. This is not acceptable by any means. Thank you.